Hey, Rob. Yeah, just be kicking and shit. I'm ready to rock it and shit. Yeah. Hey, Angie, how you doing? How you been? Getting hot up there in Michigan or not too bad? I got my AC on. I finally put the AC on before I fucking die. No, I'm not feeling good. I still don't feel good. I don't know if I had a fucking heat stroke or what. Whatever the hell it was, sure fucked my ass up. I mean, no shit, man. I haven't felt that bad in a while. I felt bad all day today. I mean, like I got AIDS or some shit. Really. Just everything aches. Just don't feel like doing shit. Got some new books. Didn't even fucking unwrap them. Stuff like that. Yeah, I'm taking it easy, but goddamn, I don't know what else to do. Hey, I got this opportunity to buy this fucking company down in southern Georgia. It's got like 60 employees. I'm thinking about doing it. Fuck it, something new. I don't want to sell this fucking place, so I like it, but I could. Oh, good for you. Oh man, I got sick from the heat. I thought I was keeping up with hydration, but maybe not. No shit. I hope that's all that's going on. I'm about ready to stroke out or something. Then you felt like absolute shit, man. I got those fucking hives again from hell. Hey, Ypsilanti City. Fuck yeah, I have. Yes, I have, man. I couldn't have drank more of that shit. Water, everything, no booze. And it just wasn't enough, I guess. I think it was a combination of, I mean, I don't know this. You never really know, you're trying to piece it together. I think it was just, I wasn't even trying to tough it out. It didn't bother me that bad. I don't really don't like AC that much. But man, I got those hives from hell again. That wore my ass out, man. Shit, now that shit's all dead, man. Georgia passed a law now where you got to do this verification to watch a porn site. I can tell I'm getting old because I don't want to fill out all that bullshit. Do some more reading. Yeah, just get out and kick it. Still don't have a computer. These computers are all fucking junk now. It can. That's true. No, it's true. Helps you retain water. That's absolutely true. Oh, fuck, man. I had these fucking highs from hell. I've had them 4 times in the last year. I never had them in my whole life. I think it's a combination between, first of all, this time anyway, I think I took too much of it. My shoulder was bothering me. That's why I think I might be going to stroke out because I didn't really do anything to hurt my shoulder, and that motherfucker hurt. Like out of 10, maybe an 8. Wake up, just couldn't sleep. It's like, what the fuck? So I'm eating these Tylenol and this ibuprofen and, drinking water, trying to stay hydrated, putting this Penetrex on it. And it just kept getting fucking worse. But I took 2 more of those ibuprofen, man. I can feel it coming on. You know what? It looks exactly like uh, insect bites at the beginning, like mosquito bites. No, I don't have any fucking stress. I think, yeah, stress, you're right. I think we had 107 heat index. And I didn't realize this, but first of all, it's getting older, right? Unfortunately. I'm not exempt from this shit. But as it turns out, if you blow air on you that's 90 degrees hotter or older, hotter than 90, you'll overheat your body. And I did that. I did that the other day. I got those fucking hives about a week ago, and I had that big industrial fan on, and it was hotter than a motherfucker out, and it was blowing on me, but it felt like okay. I wasn't like, oh, I got to get out of here. It's too hot. I got them then, and then I just got them 2 days ago. I got them one time going down to Savannah about a couple months ago. Now, the first time I got them about a year ago, it was hot, and I was taking that ibuprofen. Something was aching. So I think I may have just developed a problem. Ibuprofen and heat don't mix anyway. I think I might have been taking too much of it. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I had some a mysterious autoimmune disease when I was younger. Maybe it's that motherfucker cropping back up. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I got new books I haven't even opened. Just feel like fucking shit. So it's not just hives. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, yeah, me too, man. I've had every fucking kind of skin cancer there is, other than Merkel cell, which got Jimmy Buffett or melanoma. I get that shit burned off once a year. You know, they say that 90% of your skin damage is before the age of 14. I mean, at this point, you know, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I mean, look, I'm at the age now where I'm not too upset about any of this stuff. I mean, if you told me tomorrow I had a terminal disease, it's not going to be like you told me if I was 30. You know, I don't have that long anyway. You know, you figure how fast time goes by when you get older. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this other channel. You know how they had that Angie's list? Well, I'm going to have Tom's list. And I'm going to go down what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have any monetization. None of that ball sucking, join my channel shit. And I'm just going to track down motherfuckers who have ripped off people, fucked them, give them bad service, and I'm going to expose their ass. I mean, really put it out there. Yeah. Yeah, fucker, man. I'll tell you, those prosecutors look bad. They look bad. I'm curious what his sentence is going to be. Yeah, nah, fuck that, man. Believe me, if you'd have saw how bad I had these, I wasn't going to wait for them to go away on their own. I couldn't have ate enough fucking Zyrtec and Benadryl. I mean, I'd have gave that self... I mean, the itching I can kind of handle. But I was getting, like, sick feeling over these goddamn things. Yeah, fuck, I was drinking all that shit. Now, I'm going to do this, it's going to be called Tom's Channel. And I'm just going to go around, and people are going to send me in things. And I'm going to verify it. I'm not just going to go on. Like, I had an attorney tell me the other day I defamed him. That's what he told me. He said it in a Google review. And I called him up on the phone. And I said, you get fucked, motherfucker. And I see it to your fucking face. I'm going to tell you to your face. I don't think you got enough balls to sue me. And that's how the channel's going to be. I'm just going to bust balls. So fucking bad, man. The only thing I worry about a little bit, not much, because I'm working on getting my own server, my own shtick, my own tapping into the internet. None of this ass kissing. Commercials. Fucking cheap t-shirts with Chosen One on them. Fuck all that. This is going to be 100% dick swinging to people that deserve to be exposed. If you fuck people on something, I'm going to spell it out. If you're a crappy fucking politician, I'm going to fuck you too. Can't wait. I'm going to really put a dick to these people. But if I get my own server and tap into the internet my own, I don't need to worry about any of this shit. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go balls out, man. Yeah, that too. I'm gonna go totally balls out. Yeah, I took fucking Benadryl. Man, I still feel like shit, to be honest with you. I didn't do anything today. I went out and got something to eat. That's about it. I just laid around, fucking around. God damn it. Fucking hot, man. I mean, you know, I thought I got used to this hot weather. Oh yeah, it's not really trouble though. See, that's what they're gonna try and do. They're gonna say that I'm a stalker, a fucking troublemaker. Not, and it's not gonna be. I'm just not making up bullshit and putting it out there because I don't like somebody. This is gonna be easily defined public information that I'm gonna supercharge instead of buried in some Better Business Bureau file, okay, or some Angie's List. It's gonna be like 1,000 times better. I'm not taking any donations, not sucking any asses, no commercials, no sponsors, no cheap t-shirts. I don't want any Patreon, just pure, unadulterated, swinging dick. That's right. I just fucked with this place today. Selling fucking goddamn sway. Don't eat, by the way, you guys, don't eat sway. Do not eat that fucking shit. I'm telling you, it'll give you, you'll have breast cancer, your fucking prostate cancer, your dick will be falling off, and you'll be wondering why. I'll tell you why. It's that fucking Vietnamese catfish, sway, SWAI. Do not eat that shit. Look it up. Give you a fucking cancer. Actually, it's against the law. Oh, it's actually a catfish, believe it or not. It's a Vietnamese catfish. But they are the most dirtiest motherfuckers in the world. They're just like the Chinese. It's all, oh, they put so many in a tank that they just use all sorts of chemicals. You know, China, they're the dirtiest motherfuckers in the world. You go in, it's going to be shit like this on my new channel. I know there's clean ones and successful ones, all that shit. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the dirty ones. You go into, they're always getting busted with fucking lead in kids' toys. They've been busted with lead and honey. The dog food kills fucking 100 pets all of a sudden. Where was it made? China. The most dirty motherfuckers in the world. They're the number one world polluters. Now I'm going to have cultural night. I'm going to have open nights where we talk about different cultures. And we're just going to bury these motherfuckers. And I don't want to say that all Chinese are bad and stupid. They're going to try and say that's what I'm doing. But it's not. I'm talking about the dirty, conniving, underground, ripping off Chinese. Go to Chinatown in any big city. Give a fuck where it's at. Chicago. Fucking flies landing on the goddamn hanging fucking chickens and shit. I mean, how these motherfuckers stay in business, I don't know. New York. Yeah, Chinatown. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't good Chinese restaurants. This isn't a slam about every single Chinese person. It's about the dirty ones. Yeah, but anyway, back to the sway shit. So I called the fucking place up and I said I was pissed off, not feeling good. I said, "Hey, do you have catfish?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "Are you selling it?" It's like, "Yeah." Well, I said, "What kind is it?" It's like, "Well, it's catfish." I said, "No, I want to know where the fuck it came from." It's like, I don't know. This is how she's talking to me. I said, "To come from the United States?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Where?" She said, she didn't know. I said, "Look on the fucking box." So she hung up on me, and that's when I went to work. Now they're selling fucking sway. Now you say, "Well, you're just going around starting trouble." Not, look, man, this sway is toxic. It's toxic. It's terrible for you. I did that with a place up in Kalkaska, Michigan. They were selling Traverse City cherries. Yeah, bullshit. I called them up. It's like, "How you getting Traverse City cherries?" It's like, "Well, we got them from Traverse City." It's like, "You're fucking full of shit." Traverse City had to import their cherries this year for this cherry festival. They don't even have them themselves. How the fuck are you getting them? She said, "That's none of your goddamn business." I went to work. So it turns out there were Washington cherries, which are still good, that had been in a warehouse in Traverse City that they bought from. No, it's a fan. It's that fan. I do have the AC on, but let me tell you, these 100-degree days, man. It, I like a light fan instead of being like 74 degrees. Yeah, so I'm about ready to start this new channel. Really fucking stick it to these people. Suppose they're fucking. And let me tell you this too. I'll tell you another one I'm gonna do one on Amazon. They're starting every fucking year they get worse. They're turning out to be some of the biggest crooks that ever ruled the internet. I think they found out accidentally just how much of this junk you could fucking sell and lie about, and it never really caught up to you. You know, they already been busted with fake reviews, bullshit reviews. Every single motherfucking person almost. I mean, there are a couple exceptions. If there are, point them out to me. That sells computers on fucking Amazon as a scumbag. Don't ever buy anything from them without looking who the supplier is. If you get a third party vendor, get ready to bend over. Why? Because just by virtue of selling on Amazon an electronic component like a laptop, you already know you're a fucking loser. Because the legitimate places that are trying to make a profit, that give good service, that don't sell junk, look at Amazon's reviews to any of those third party sellers. They're constantly, the people are bitching that they got refurbished units. Yeah, fuck yeah. It's because you're dealing with a bunch of fucking crooked Chinese motherfuckers. Yeah, I sent 2 computers back. That's right. And then I'm going to start finding the states where it's you only need one party consent. And I'm going to record their calls. I'm just going to catch them lying. I'm going to upload them. I've already done that in the past. I'm going to bust their fucking balls so good. God. And I hope they do sue me. I'm not just making this shit up. Yeah, no, that's no shit, Don. That's no shit, Rob. Horizontal support nailers in the upper. Oh fuck yeah, yeah. You got to do a lot of extra shit for 15-foot ceilings. First of all, you got to use 4x4s instead of 2x4s, and 2x6s, or the motherfucker will sag. No, it's possible, but I bet you won't be able to do that now. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get lucky and that every single one's junk. Yeah, I did too. I've had Asus. You couldn't give me one of those things now. Piece of fucking junk. Yeah, you try buying one now and get back with me on that. Buy it off a third-party seller off Amazon. No, fucking California, they're like that. Figures. I mean, if you're a fucking scumbag or rip off a crook, go to California or New York. You'll get fucking public defenders to defend you. Oh, that's a good one. Spilling the tea. There we go. Speaking of that, have you seen that scumbag around lately? Sharon? Yeah, well, that's good too. But you know, Dell's quality overall has went south. It's probably the second best computer. You know, Lenovo's used to be a piece of shit. Now the Chinese bought them out, and they're actually trying to make it a high end computer, and you're getting good bang for your buck. The ThinkPad, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not saying that everyone's junk. I'm just saying you buying directory from Dell's a good idea. It's better quality. But go on Amazon, look at the third party sellers. You click on their name. You know, of course, it's in tiny print where you can't see. And in Amazon, if you go on, you say, "Hey, I bought a computer from this person. They're a real motherfucker." They'll take it away and say it had nothing to do with the computer. Yeah, it does. They were a real motherfucker. And here's why. Because they already realized that people are starting to get wise on what a bunch of junk and crooks they're allowing to sell on there. So if all the voluntary submissions of grading a company, if they didn't edit it, you know, who's going to buy a computer from a fucker with a 44% satisfaction rate? Nobody. So they're coming up with every excuse in the world on these reviews to take them off, so you don't, you know, get a clear picture of what a dirtbag you're buying from. There were 2 Asus, ASUS, Rogue Strix 18-inch. One was 4,300, one was 4,700. The motherfuckers crashed right away. Couldn't even download one fucking file. I thought, fuck this, man. I'm not fooling around with this shit. And they used to be great computers. And you know what? When I unwrapped the son of both of them, they looked cheesy, cheap. fuck them. Not doing it. Hang on, I'm gonna grab a water here. Not fucking doing it. Goddamn dehydrated. I'll tell you another thing happened too, and that is that my wife can't come up with the money to pay me. That fucking lawyer of hers isn't returning my lawyer's phone calls. See, I was supposed to get a check within the last 5 weeks. Didn't get a fucking dime, of course. So now what I have to do is I have to file a motion and force her to sell the house, which I was trying not to do. I mean, I'm glad to like not be married to her, and good luck to you, all that shit. But I've been fucked around enough on this deal. Yeah, I got Marty, but honestly, none of that shit none of that stuff bothers me a bit. To be honest with you, I mean, for some reason, man, I mean, I got my fucking idiosyncrasies. I know that, and I don't know why I'm this way, but I can tell you this: that I don't give one goddamn bit about being cared for or checked on or none of that shit. Man, if it's fucking time to go tits up, I'm fucking fine with it. If I found out I had a terminal disease, you'd probably just wouldn't see another fucking vulture video or a sunrise, and I'd be just fucking gone, and you'd hear through the grapevine. That's exactly how I'm planning on going out, and I'm looking forward to it. No, I don't give a fuck. No, I wish if I could in the perfect world, if I could die just how I wanted to, like planning out like a goddamn wedding. I would have the vultures eat me. I swear to God, I think that would be great. I'd love to get eaten by vultures. Really, I wish I'd eat every bit. I think it'd be great. You know, all that recycling bullshit, which, I think's good. It's better than fucking wasting ground with a dead body. And they get something to eat. I think it'd be great, man. I would really feel good about that. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck. I swear to God, I know how it go. And you know what? For some reason, like weird shit bothers me. Stupid shit. Like it wouldn't bother a normal person. But that's not one of them. I mean, I don't care one fucking bit about people caring for me. I just never have. It's fucking strange, isn't it? I don't give a fuck about birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and dying, man. I'm not. I know this sounds fucking whacked, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, not totally, but I'm tired of this goddamn bullshit. It's crazy fucking world, man. When I see all these young kids that fucking making $12 an hour and a goddamn used car is 50 grand. You got these fucked up politicians. I mean, our choice was Trump and Harris. Are you fucking kidding me? You got these crazy motherfuckers around. God, I just can't take it. Oh, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, but I mean, there's got to be like, nah, Roddy, I don't give a fuck. When you're dead, I don't care what you do. I hope you like spray paint my fucking body, pull out my eyes, have them glazed in polyester, drill holes through them, and use them as an anal ball. I don't give a fuck. When you're dead, you're dead. I'm not worried one bit about what happens to me when I'm dead. I could give a fuck. The body is nothing without the mind. It's just like a piece of cardboard, a bottle cap, open letter. Oh, thank you. I don't give a fuck. Have you ever fought physical threatening illness? Nah, no, I had a weird fucking, I had a weird, fucking autoimmune disease at one time where, uh, they didn't know what it was, and they were draining my knee, and they thought it was Reiter syndrome, which is now, because Reiter, the guy that figured it out, was a Nazi. They didn't want to call it that anymore. Now it's called reactive arthritis. Then they kind of thought I didn't. And I had symptoms of a rheumatological issue, but my markers were never high. It's fucking weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's that fucking shit cropping up again. I don't really know. So not really crazy. But I'm well aware of the fact that that shit can go south any minute. I mean, believe me, I'm waiting for the other fucking foot to drop. I mean, the truth of the matter is life isn't that great at this age. I mean, yeah, I get it. Could be worse. There's nothing worse than having a bad day and then having some motherfucker come up to you and say it could be worse. Yeah, yeah, I fucking get that. I know that. But, it's just, I don't like being older that much. I think it sucks. I mean, it's no like the biggest thing that I don't have anymore is I'm not naive any longer. I'll be 70 in January. I'm not naive anymore. I know there's a big dick around the corner. I don't think life's going to be wonderful. I'm going to meet Mrs. Right. That I'll figure everything out by the time I get old. I know it's all a bunch of fucking bullshit. And I know what I've got to look forward to is more boredom and more health problems and just watching this shit show go on in the world. Yeah. I know it sounds like a bad attitude, but you can call it what you want, but that's what I think. Fucking YouTube too, man. I mean, I'm really thankful to those motherfuckers for giving me the opportunity to come on, do this. That's about run its course, though. Actually, my most enjoyable years were from about 1981 to 1998. 1998. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, about 2002. So 1981 to about 2002. So, I got fucking 20 years of Fantasyland. I really did. I really did, man. Making a fucking ton of money. Had all that bullshit you think's worth a fuck. A good looking wife. All sorts of excess cash. Eating out at nice places. Taking nice vacation. Paying cash for cars. Yeah. So, but I realize now, I mean, it was a fun, but I realize now it's all a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, no, Toby Keith. Boy, that poor fucker. Now, I'm a believer in karma. Of course, it's like anything. It's not absolute 100% of the time. I mean, I. But when I see something like fucked up, and I'm not sure that you should consider physical illness in this, but like that Toby Keith, man. I mean, what a way to go! And I guess the $50,000 question is, could you have earned that some way? Could you have earned going out like that? And look at it this way, too. We're all going to die. Hey, Steph, we're all going to die. I mean, you're not getting out of it. So, I mean, the issue you have is how is it going to be? Is it going to be in your sleep? You're going to get your dick caught in a fucking meat grinder and you can't quite hit the emergency button and you bleed to death over 10 days. I mean, what you're worried about is how it's going to happen. Are your eyes going to get poked out? And you get to be an expert at fucking reading Braille by the day you die. I mean, these are the things that, you're wondering. But I just think that no matter how you cut it, getting old sucks. That's why they have retreats, AARP, books, coffee clatches. I mean, this sounds absolutely fucking terrible, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I'm fucking around down to goddamn Eatonton, which is south of here. That's where Alice Walker's from. Not that that means a fucking thing, but And there's a lot of writers that live down there. I mean, they ain't worth a fuck, at least on a commercial level. I mean, they are good writers. I mean, certainly can write better than I ever could. I mean, they have their own little like private museum. This is my cynical, shitty attitude. So I'm down there, and these women are all like, I mean, you'd love to take them home and meet them to mom. Yeah, me too. You got my vote. You'd love to take them home when they were young, and you could tell some of them were real lookers. And this is the kind of crazy fucking thinking that I have when I'm there. So I get down there. It's a lot of cultural shit, and I'm looking at these women. They wrote these books. And it's like cool and shit. And they're all half of them are fucking widowed and they're lonely. And if you were a fucking scammer, that'd be the place to be. Yeah, but I'm not. And I just go in there and I look around. I'm kind of into the cultural stuff, and that they write well, and intelligence is attractive, even at an older age. But you don't want to fuck them anymore. And I was looking around all these old bags, and I know this sounds terrible, but I'm just being straight with you guys. I thought, man, I wouldn't fuck any of these old bros, and they probably thought the same thing about me. But I mean, that's where I'm at in life. Where when you're young and you don't know shit, and you're meeting new women, and that's where it's at, man. I mean, just new excitement, new weekend trips with new women. I know that's fucking all gone, and it fucking sucks. But it doesn't suck as bad as it could, because it isn't like I still have young hormones in an old body. But from just a pure, unchemical, adulterated thought process, it fucking blows being this age. Fuck yeah. It really fucking does. Yeah, I think too, like Frisky says, I mean, if you were going to go out, I mean, that could be a silver lining. You get a terminal disease because you're going to die anyway. I mean, don't forget this, right? I'll be the biggest fucking drug addict. Yeah, me too. I'll be the biggest fucking drug addict you ever saw in your life on the way out. Fuck yeah, I'll take all that goddamn shit. I mean, you could take so much of that bullshit, you wouldn't even know you had fucking cancer. I bet you'd be dreaming like a motherfucker. Just good thoughts. I mean, like Cindy lives up where I spent a lot of time at. Ford Lake, I went to Eastern. I didn't even plan on going to college. I mean, it was a weird story how I ended up doing that. 5-minute morphine at a time of 4 hours. No, you got to be careful with that. But, that's what hospice will do that. I'm sure you're a smart person, Cindy. People figure this out. Hospice fucking takes your ass out when you want them to. They do. They fucking do. And everybody knows this, and it's okay. And I think it's great. I love hospice. But let me tell you this, and I don't know if you know this or not, but hospice, and this is going to sound terrible, for profit. They're the biggest fucking scumbags that ever lived. Hospice for profit. The government hospice, the one the government, even Obama knew not to fuck with them. Let me tell you, they fucking charge more money than anyone. And you don't really realize this because you never see the backside of it. Let me explain. So, and I only found this out through a couple lawsuits where I was able to go through the depositions and the interrogatories and some of the proofs that have been submitted in the civil lawsuit. And that's where I found out how much hospice bills the taxpayers. It's fucking highway robbery, man. So here's how hospice goes. We're having a conversation, and you've noticed everybody says something positive about hospice. Fuck yeah, you would. Why? Because the people you love had a painful, terrible disease, and hospice came over, and they're experts, kind of like Starbucks. They'll jerk somebody right out of the hood that has no manners, wipes their mouth with their sleeve, hasn't taken a fucking shower in a week, clean them up, and teach them to be polite. Hospice has this same kind of idiot savant ability to hire people that are just kind of like half as charismatic as Jesus. And they happen to be nurses. So they come in and they say your mother, and they're really good at listening. I mean, this is all part of the job description. Listening, palliative care, giving a fuck, giving you a rose. And here's the trick. They come across being very sincere, and maybe they are. But even if they're not, they're making people in their last days feel comfortable with dope. Morphine. It's exactly what they're fucking doing. So all of a sudden, anti-fucking Sarah is about ready to die. She's got a week to live, and she's just fucking really feeling good. She's letting her feelings out. She's talking about all the good days she had, all this great shit that everybody likes. They make movies out of it. And then she dies. And you're thinking, that fucking hospice, they were great. I mean, she could have just been laying in her bed, pissing herself, starving, no company, and hospice came in. It's the biggest fucking sales act ever, but I don't have a problem with it. But here's the deal. They bill the holy fucking hell out of the taxpayers. The fucking private ones are the biggest crooks. But think about it this way. Not only does hospice get paid insane money for what they do, they get money from, you'll notice a lot of times when people die, donate it to hospice. Not only did they charge up the fucking ass while they were doing this service, the donations go to hospice. And if that isn't enough, it's not uncommon to have old people with no heirs to donate their estate to hospice. They're getting, it's a fucking triple crown. They're getting it in every fucking possible way. First of all, they got paid crazy the first time, got paid when they died for the donations, and maybe ended up with the whole fucking estate. Are they doing anything wrong? They're not. Are they paid excessively? Absolutely. Fuck yeah. You go and look. And it's not really talked about because they don't have any fucking enemies. You know, if your taxes go up 14% and you find out it's because of hospice, you're going to be fucking micromanaging that fucking shit. You want to see their bills, their ledgers. You want to know, well, what the fuck are you guys doing? You know, where's all this money going? But nobody fucks with hospice. Is it a scam? No. I mean, is it super profitable? Absolutely. Oh, really? Oh, no kidding. Yeah, but I'll bet you what though. I bet uh she had some kind of shtick to get hired by hospice. And if you've looked over the years, their time where they're scheduled, the patient keeps getting lower, keeps getting lower. And they know how to do the magic touch. I mean, even a motherfucker like me, an old bitter, depressed old man, if I had like hospice come in here, I'm gonna end up wanting to like hold their hand and shit. I mean, these fuckers are good at this shit. And it's not like it's gonna be some 20-year-old with big firm tits and long blonde hair. It's gonna be some old bag that has the gift of gab that I bought into this shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. And where you know it worked is when I agree that it was worth it. No, they do. They do bad. That sounds like a private hospice to me. Private. And here's another fucking telltale sign, okay? Here's another telltale sign. You'll go into a fucking town with 300 or 500 people, and there'll be 3 hospice centers, 3 different hospice centers. What the fuck's that tell you? I mean, here you got 3 thriving fucking businesses with brand new vehicles in the parking lot. And what is it? Hospice in a population of 500. Yeah, they're all fucking killing it by treating fucking 20 people a year dying. Oh, interesting. You know, Marty's got a buddy whose wife got him put into a fucking convalescent center. And somebody bought the motherfucker one of those little bird feeder things that you, it's got suction cups on it, and you can put it on the outside of your window. So they went out and stuck the fucking thing on the outside of his window where he's in hospice, so you can watch these fucking birds eat. So Marty says, "Hey, would you go over to fucking that place and drop off some birds?" Yeah, fuck yeah, man, no problem, man. And I did. And I took a big bag of bird seed over there so they could fill this fucking thing up. And he, you know, he's when he's on hospice, look out there at these birds, which you know, a sweet story, right? Who the fuck wouldn't do that? And man, when I went in there, man, to me it looked like, God, it looked like a third world country. There's like 20 people on like gurney type things in the hallway. Just like you can tell they're fucked up. I don't know whether they got dementia or what. Uh, and they're just out in the hall. The rooms are all busy. And they got a bunch of fucking white trash working there. I mean, I thought to myself, God damn, man, I'll fucking kill myself if I got to go to a place like this. But, I've been in this mental state before about wanting to commit suicide. I can tell you this, you can talk all the shit you want about taking yourself out on one of these YouTube chats, but when it comes right fucking down to it, you're going to start justifying, like, why, this place may work, and you're just going to be in there with fucking applesauce running down your chin like the rest of them until it's tits up. No shit. No, believe it or not, they didn't, Cindy. Fucking sucks. I will tell you this though, if like you're dying and you're worried about this shit, you give a fuck if people care for you. Go to a real liberal college town. You got it made, Cindy. Like fucking Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti. There's always a new group of fucking college kids that don't know shit that are gonna feel sorry for you. They haven't had life busted off in their ass yet, and they're gonna, put up with your fucking, uh, your fucking uh, days of dying with enthusiasm written all over their face. Maybe that's what you need. Yeah, go to a liberal town with a lot of money, like Ann Arbor. I mean, they'll be having the third graders come in, sing happy birthday to you, put on a little fucking like hat. When you go to an ice cream place and it's your birthday, they put that little paper hat on your head. Yeah, what fun. Neglected, yeah, it can happen. Yeah, I wouldn't have had any problem putting both my parents. Matter of fact, my dad did go on one. I didn't even go to my dad's funeral. I could get. I mean, I don't know that you never. It's like anything, right? You never really know what's what. You kind of try to piece it together, and that's kind of like the way I feel towards relationships and shit. I don't know whether it's the way I was brought into this world or just genes. I mean, I'm glad. Believe it or not, I'm not complaining. I'm glad I'm this way because I'm not dependent on anybody. I'm not gonna fucking be disappointed. But I would have had no problem putting my parents in a convalescent home. No, absolutely. I can remember being a kid thinking one time, why wouldn't you let your parents like live with you when they were in their dying days? Well, I know now why, because I got to know my parents a lot better. No fucking way. I had the shittiest parents in the world. Yeah, youngest one there. Yeah, you told me one time your sister didn't visit you either while you were there. I'd a fucking, I wouldn't give a fuck, but I know it bothered you, and I don't know how it kept you from cutting her off. See, it's just a vicious cycle. Like if you're into family and all this bullshit, you'll let them treat you like shitty like that because you still want to be around their fucking abusive asses. They're what a shitty thing to do, man. Like if if Stephanie was in a convalescent home and I knew like she's not like me and it meant something to her, I'd fly the fuck out to her, visit her for a week, go get her some nice things and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not like that, but I appreciate people that are. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, man. Yeah. I mean, for some fucking reason, and I don't know this either. Like I said, you try to piece it together as good as you can. I don't know why I am the way I am about towards like people that need a break and animals and shit. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I mean, I should be out fucking lighting cats on fire and shit and shooting birds with BB guns. I don't know why I'm this way. Or ignoring like poor people. I don't know why I think this way. I go to this bagel shop up in Athens, and there's a girl got pregnant there. I don't know what the deal is. Her husband's in a band. I think she's like 25. But I've seen her interact with other people. She's always so kind. I saw her one day when it was slow in the summer, at College Town. I saw her buy a homeless guy a bagel. Went to her purse and got the money out and paid it. And she didn't know I was watching. And I thought to myself, yeah, it's a good person, man. I got to see what you're like and nobody was watching. So she's gotten pregnant. She's going to be going off work in a couple of weeks. And I haven't been up there in a while. I was in there Sunday. And I said, hey, how you doing? She said, oh, good, Tom. She's always so friendly, you know. So it was busy. I didn't want to fuck up the line. And I didn't know if I had $100 bill on me or not. So I ate, and then the line went away. It was kind of weird. It was busy on a Sunday, even though it's the summer. And I went up and gave her $100. She said, what's this for? I said, it's for your baby shower. Good luck with everything, you know. And she started crying. Aww. But she deserved it, and I was glad to do it. And so what, $100 where you can't even buy that much with it? But she really appreciated somebody recognizing a life event like having a baby son, and just a customer comes in there and gets a bagel. Yeah, animals are good. I love animals. But I don't love them as much as I used to. I mean, I still do things for them, but like I don't want to. I mean, I'm glad Marty has Daisy. Let's put it that way. I don't have some fucking bond with some animal. Like, what am I going to do without it? Daisy actually has a better life with Marty than me. But minus that, I wouldn't have done that. But it was an exception, so I went with it. You know, he spoils the fuck out of animals. They're all overweight. Daisy's had a great life compared to how it started out. I mean, I sort of do, but she's with Marty all the time. She's with Marty like 95% of the time. She goes to Hilton Head all the time, and like she's over there sleeping with him now. Once in a while, Daisy's not really that cool around young kids. Once in a while, he'll go to Hilton Head, and his grandkids are over there, and I talk him into not taking a chance. She's never been around young kids much, so she'll have me with me. She's in Hilton Head all the time, and he's got two dogs, and they all get along. And they fuck around together and shit. She was begging him to get up on the bed. She wasn't sleeping with him around, so he put the stairs up so she can come in and sleep with him now. Yeah, he spoils these pets so bad. I don't want any responsibilities. Oh, really? Yeah, I used to be that way, but I'm not anymore. You know that feral cat, I can pat him on the head now. Pat him on the head. I mean, I don't mind, like, helping, like, animals out. But I just don't want to run. If I can avoid having one around all the time that I'm totally responsible for, I'd rather have it that way. Hey, James, how you doing? I'd rather have it that way. I told you, I was thinking I got this chance to fucking buy this business about 150 miles south of here. Another impulsive fucking thought. I'm thinking about doing it, though. Yeah, I know I did. Yeah, it worked for a long time. I think it'd just be fun. I think I keep this place and just maybe mothball it. Fuck, I'm not sure. But I'll be able to steal this goddamn place financially. And I'll be able to travel around the southern Georgia. It'll just be a brand new place. Hey, Bella, how you doing? It's a paper distribution place. It's a cardboard broker. Got about 60 employees. And the oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is no big fucking deal. I mean, it's polished concrete floor. I just got this. It's a year old. Polished concrete floor. Those windows are 7 feet tall by 4 feet. I like watching clouds. That's repurposed wood from a 140-year-old factory. These are just books. Really no big. It's a 15-foot ceilings. I mean, it's not like, it's like a bachelor pad, really. Yeah, I'd give you a job. No, I'm not making any progress with the piano. No. I kind of put my lessons on hold. And, I got a lot of shit going on. And honestly, here, I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought the lessons seemed like a lot of bullshit. I mean, it was like teaching a baby, you know? So I'm thinking about just learning my own, no, I'm not making any progress on it. I'm fucking terrible. The cat ran over it. You know what worries me about the piano? I got this fucking Jew that I hired, appeals attorney that got my case overturned, and he just bought a Yamaha Baby Grand. I think he comes from money, and he's a super smart motherfucker. That Jew got a full ride scholarship to Miami's law school, and you can tell he's sharp. He got my fucking case reversed, and he started taking uh, piano lessons 6 months ago. He's about 10 years younger than me, maybe 15, and he takes 2 lessons a week. And that fucker's told me he can barely play chopsticks. That is not good news. Yeah, fuck. Shit, man. I tell people all the time, if a cat ran across the fucking keys, it'd sound better than anything I can do. Let me grab this fucking uh, bag of chips. Hold on. Yeah, so fuck, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Yeah, what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm at the 50-yard line now. Hey, Pam. I kind of like don't know whether to take these last years of my life and just fuck off. I'm telling you this though, there's nothing more exciting than like getting a business and making it better. Like I know my strong point and I know my weak point. And my strong point is going into a new market, meeting new people, getting it good, keep my fucking mouth shut. Don't tell them about my YouTube channel. Don't brag about my porn collection. Be nice, pat babies on the head, help old ladies across the street, get a bunch of new customers, build it up, and once it gets going and successful, oh, I'm sorry about that, Bethany. Once it gets successful, man, it starts going downhill. I just get fucking tired of it. I just don't want to mess with it. So I know I could do that in like 3 years. That put me at 73. And this is the kind of shit that excites me. But once the thing gets successful and it's doing better than when I got there, I don't want to fuck with it anymore. Bethany, what's wrong? Hey, how long you gonna be in there? Oh, good for you, Chris. How long you gonna be in there? Do you need anything? You need something? Yeah, being in a hospital sucks. Fucking does, man. I mean, depending on what your problem is, what you're getting done there. I mean, it's just you got to go to a place to get treated for some of this shit, and then you're there, and it's like, it's, it doesn't bother me. I've been in the hospital before. I went through about a 7-year period, maybe 5-year period in Chicago where I was fucking having this fucking atrial fibrillation. It was a fucking pain in the ass, man. That shit is a fucking nightmare. I was in the hospital for that. One time I had to go to the emergency room, then I got hospitalized. I mean, I thought I was going to be dead about 20 years ago, and I fucking came out of it. So if you're feeling like iffy and you think like it's not going to get better, Bethany, I would have bet against me getting the hell out of there, and I did. No, yeah, good luck is right. You need something, Bethany? You need something sent to you or anything? Something you'd like? Yeah, I was in a fucking hospital for like this atrial fibrillation, and I ordered a pizza, and they had a fucking fit. I told them, get fucked, man. Order whatever I want. You know, they wanted me to order fucking wheatgrass or some shit. That bullshit. I wasn't in there for. That wasn't the problem I had because of eating pizzas. Goddamn, gonna control freak. Yeah, fucking wanted a pizza, man. Yeah. All that hospital food. They had a fucking fit. You know, I'll put up with getting my ass chewed for a little bit, but you start getting overboard, and I'm going to give you both barrels. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? I'm not in a prison, a hospital. I'll get right out and walk the fuck out of that place. You're not going to do shit. Well, they are going to do shit. You know what happens when you do that? I did that once before, too. You get up and walk out of a hospital, the insurance company gets out of paying your bills. There's some fucking terminology for it. I hurt my back one time lifting weights, and I was going to college. I ended up marrying her, but I was just kind of dating her at the time. I got a back problem in the hospital down in Wyandotte, Michigan. And I didn't realize at the time, but I got lucky a couple times with women. She liked me a lot more than I liked her. I mean, good luck, and I ended up marrying her. And she'd get a hold of me. She had a boyfriend. She just broke up with him. And we're talking. She calls me and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I had to come down to the hospital, trying this bullshit with my back." She said, "Where are you at?" It's like, "I'm down in Wyandotte." So she drives down from Flint. Uh, my back's like hurting, but it's like, was hurting all the fucking time, whether I was like in the hospital, not in the hospital, whatever. She came down, brought me some food. We get talking. It's like, "Hey, let's just go and get out and get a fucking drink." She said, "Well, you can't do that." I said, "Yeah, fuck, I can't." I get my clothes on. We go out, go to a bar, have a couple drinks. Went and parked out in this park and fucked for about an hour. No shit. Came back, got back in my hospital gown. They had a fucking fit. Yeah, so great. Need a little break. I need to stretch my back. Now, did it make my back feel better? No, but the big thing is it didn't make it worse. Yeah, against medical advice. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I got hospitalized that fucking atrial fibrillation. Thank you. I got hospitalized that atrial fibrillation. You know what that fucking cunt lesbian said to me when they checked me in? She said, "You're ours now." It's like, what are you fucking talking about? She said, "You're ours. Like, you're here. You're committed. You can't leave." And I thought, fuck you, man. I'll get out of here anytime I want. Bullshit. You ain't doing that. That's not my personality. Yeah, but anyway, back to that hospital story. Those motherfuckers tried to get out of paying my bill because of that shit. I told them, little did they know I was going to get worse. But I had to write this big essay about I had a mental breakdown and I just couldn't take it anymore. And that's why I left. It's all bullshit. But it got him to pay the fucking bill. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did some crazy ass fucking shit when I was young, man. I really did. No, it was my girlfriend at the time. I would have banged my nurse, I'll tell you that. I would have if I could have. You know how it is. If you're a guy out there, let me tell you women out here that are listening, we'd bang all of you if you were game for it. If you're cute. It's the women that decide whether or not you're going to bang or not. The guys are always in. Don't ever forget it. Yeah, she's my girlfriend. Man, I'm glad no workers' comp fucking PI was watching me. That really fucked up my lawsuit. So I really drilled that ass in that park. No, I agree. No, I agree too. No, you're right. Fuck yeah. I mean, any guy, you're always thinking this shit. If you're a guy, you go in there, a nurse comes in. You can't really. They could have the biggest tits in the world, and you can kind of tell, but not really. It's this professional dress. Fuck yeah, it is. They don't want these goddamn women being ogled all day long. And they're so sweet. And they're right typing in all your fucking bullshit. You're trying to figure out how big their tits are. Fucking great. As you guys know, though, man, you got to have a protocol. No, yeah, mine are probably over too. Although I'm not admitting it yet. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm not admitting it yet. But that's such a, you can say what you want. You know this too, Cindy. If you were married to a billionaire and you had every fucking thing you wanted, but a big stiff dick and a wet vagina, nothing's like that. The good old days. It's so like great when you're young. Sex isn't everything, but it sure seems like it when you're young. I mean, you could have it be a billionaire and have everything in your life instead of getting a big stiff one. Not needing any fucking hormone replacement on, just getting fucked at 19 and the guy was a bum. I know. Yeah, I told that goddamn nurse when I was in Chicago that. Cute. Really, we were talking about different shit. I told her, I said, I know what your problem is. She said, what? I said, you like that wild dick. You like those motherfuckers that aren't any good for you. Terrible dad, don't pay their bills, unemployed, but they fuck the hell out of you. There's an element of truth to that. It's really hard to get both. Fuck, if you had both, nobody'd have affairs. Even that old Jesse, the motorcycle builder, when he was fucking Sandra Bullock, he had fondue, king crab legs, imported cheesecake, and he got tired of fucking her. So he runs off with a big-titted tattoo artist that could fuck like a mink. Arnold Schwarzenegger had a wife that looked androgynous, came from money, politically connected, and he saw that old Spanish GED house cleaner bend over one day and poured a dick to her. The only thing that surprises me about that is that, you'd think if you were fucking the maid, you'd at least, like, be a little more careful. No, yeah, that's right, Cindy. Yeah, I do the same fucking shit. Watching birds and all this bullshit. Yeah, 3 dozen oysters and I don't believe that oysters are aphrodisiac. I don't think it is. I mean, I didn't eat any of that fucking shit when I was young. Just fuck. God, it's so great when you're young. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, just look at it. All the evidence in the world is there. Girls running away, eloping. You're onto that fucking wild dick. It's nothing else. Don't shit yourself. This shit is so fucking good that you're just willing to turn a blind eye to logic. Yeah, fuck yeah. So goddamn great. All that fucking logic and doing the right thing and taking your time, that's all for these golden wedding anniversary motherfuckers. Yeah. They probably had fucking 3 orgasms over 50 years. I'm the same way. I like that wild sex. New shit. No, isn't that the fucking truth, Cindy? You'd be a billionaire. Yeah, no. But and if you doubt this and you don't think it's true, just look in nature. Look at all the shit these birds go through, twirling around in fucking circles. Why do you think they got all those exotic colors? And they spin around in a circle. All this shit, man. Fish. Yeah, yeah. Birds. I mean, you're no different. You're part of the whole goddamn thing too. Yeah, a courting process, man. You can just be in a mall. You can just look over and think, God damn it, I like to fuck that. You don't know one thing about them. You just got a direct message from your eyes to your brain to your pecker. Nothing got rerouted. Thank you. Yeah, well, if you talk this way, they think, you're chalked off as crazy. Yeah, believe me, I had to keep this shit in check my whole fucking life. Man, you did this shit at work, you get laid off. But I'll tell you this about sexual harassment. I wasn't ever that kind of guy either. Not at all. Oh, yeah, we used to shoot those carp this time of year with a bow and arrow. Have a string on it, we could reel them in. Yeah, I had a lot of great memories around your area, Cindy. Carp eat a lot of the bullshit. They're not bad. Smoked carp's actually good. Yeah, it's fun to watch. Interesting. It's interesting. I got a really good book on carp. Carp of the World. Captain Nemo subs. You ever go to that place on Michigan Avenue and eat those ham subs, Cindy? I don't really like them. I don't like ham, so I didn't go over that. It's a famous ham place. That fucking place looks just like it did when it opened 100 years ago. Hobbs. Oh, are they really? Yeah, fuck. That whole Huron River. That whole fucking, from beginning to end is carp. Oh, fucking A, Joshua. For sure. Yeah, this triggered shit. Yeah, fucking A, right. You're right. Fucking assholes. Yeah. Did you see that goddamn Kerrville, Texas? Maybe not Kerrville, but Central Texas. Got more floods? God damn. I've been down to Mississippi before where it's flooded, and it's scary shit. Although they're planning on it, so, it's different. Yeah, I know it did. Yeah, it did. I never went there when it was Hobbs. I never went there when it was Hobbs. Yeah, right. Anywhere you got that dry, hard soil, and then you get a bunch of rains. Yeah, I got about 4 books on carp. I just got a bunch of fucking books today. Want me to show them to you? Here's evolutionary analysis. It's really good. It's reading this really good fucking. I'm obsessed with this fucking shit. But I'll tell you this. I mean, the truth of the matter is, and that is that, I'm not fucking really smart or like too disciplined. I just got these weird, quirky obsessions with shit. And you know how I got there? I got fucking bored with everything else. It wasn't like I was like young and a good student. It's just everything else got boring, and this was the only shit that was left. Look at this one I got. Nature's Clocks. Google. The Myth of Universal Knowledge. Legalizing drugs. I already know that's not a good idea. Understanding social psychology across cultures. Ecology and classification of North American freshwater invertebrates. Super interesting. All these things that you can't see. I got a couple encyclopedia sets of that shit. I mean, I will admit to being obsessed with like bullshit. I just got these in the last couple days. Cancer. Recovered memory. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. These fucking lying women that say they got raped. Asthma. Overactive immune system. Cotton. Cesarean section. I read about that because, a big reason for it, doctors don't want to get sued in complicated births. So they fucking do a C-section. Fucking bullshit. I'll tell you, man. C-section. Fuck that. If you get there's 2 kinds of C-sections. One from a really gifted surgeon that uses like the sharpest fucking scalpel in the world. You can't even tell. And then you got the hack, the Medicaid one. It's a big fucking ugly scar. Yeah, they're cheap too. They're like $5 each. You want to get good books, you guys. Johnny Walker Red. Yeah. You guys want to get good books? Get go on eBay. There's there's a name for this, and you ever have like certain names you just can't remember? It's one of those names. There are companies that go in libraries after a certain period of time. They purge their books. They got to get rid of them. You just can't have the same fucking books you opened up with in 1899. And there are companies that are nonprofit that go in and they take all these books and then they sell them on eBay. And I just buy thousands of them. I really do because they're cheap. A lot of I. It's not uncommon for me to get books that were like $300 new. Sometimes they were overpublished, still in the wrapper, for $5. Now, sometimes they're $10. Sometimes they're 15. But go on eBay and I try to get hardcover if I can. Now, a place that I buy a lot of books. I know this. I know this. I've bought, I think, a little under 4,000 books from them in 20 years. Now, they're not perfect, but it's called Better World Books. Now, when you go on eBay, you're going to find two of them: a West, which is out in California, and an East, which is in Mishawaka, Indiana. And I just get stacks of fucking books from that place. And they're one of these companies. And it's just great information. Yeah, it's great. Better World Books, all one word, eBay. This is how you go in when you search it. You go in and you click on Better World Books, and then you scroll a little bit, and it'll give you two options, left and right, filter and price. I go to lowest price first, and then I go to the filter. I click text, science, hardcover, and then I go to work. So it's not uncommon for me to get a whole bag of books, like 20 of those motherfuckers, for like $120 free shipping, and all these kick-ass fucking subjects. I mean, what the fuck, man? I mean, you can't get anything for $120 now, and I've got 20 academic books published by professionals. Yeah, do it, man. It's like fun. Even if you don't read the whole fucking thing, you can go through and like. Well, no, I don't get all books. I'll tell you another thing. If you're like, I'm like into like weird shit, like freshwater invertebrates. And if it wasn't, nah, you can't say that I'm bashing the liberals all the time. Princeton, super fucking liberal motherfuckers. But if it wasn't for liberal institutions that had big endowments, in other words, you can afford to do shit, and you don't need to make a profit. I like that. They tend to be liberal. I don't like that, but they're not all bad. You sign up to Princeton's book club, and all these kick-ass fucking books that they publish. Like I may get a suggestion next week. The turtle shells of the world. Yeah, you think, oh, that's boring. No, it's not. Bunch of different kinds. The construction, bony compared to keratin, blah, 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 why they're colored the way they are. And some motherfucker went out and spent 20 years of his life while I was watching pornography, researching, analyzing turtle shells. That's fucking interesting to me. And at this age, by making it this far, I have realized that when I buy a book of some motherfucker that went out for 20 years, researched his turtle shells, took the trouble to write this shit down, sucked somebody's ass to publish it, found a bunch of smart motherfuckers that realized this was culturally and scientifically worthy, published it, put it up for sale, and my dumb ass got to buy it for $30, I'm in. I think every single book I get is cheap, considering what went into it. Yeah, I think it's cheap. Yeah, you gotta click that thing on the top. Yeah, this fucking thing. They keep changing this fucking bullshit. And I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till this Tom's list. I'm gonna really rack some dick. I mean, I loved Robin Hood as a kid. I'm kind of like that, my personality. I really want to fuck the bad guy so bad. Just really put a dick in him. Just really pound his ass. I'm really like that. Really fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, it'd be so fun. I know. I hope I do get sued. I'm not worried about a lawsuit. I'll be dead by the time you fucking get it to any place that you think you're gonna get some money. And I got all my shit wrapped up. Fucking trusts. Fucking Jew lawyers. You ain't gonna do shit. Get a pair of my old underwear in an envelope, motherfucker. That's your settlement. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, fuck yeah. Just put it in their ass. Really fucking let them go. Really bend their ass over. Nah, me neither, man. I dragged these motherfuckers from Chicago to Michigan down to Georgia. Fucking crazy. Took me 3 goddamn trips of a 40-foot trailer, F-250, loaded to the gills. Marty keeps telling me how to open a bookstore. I go fucking nuts. Sitting there answering all these stupid ass questions. Oh god, fuck no, yeah. Sign out, Joshua. I'll fucking ruin you. God, yeah. Don't listen to anything I say, believe me. I'll tell you the best advice I could give to somebody. See, if you're not like this, if you're not inclined to be this way, it's hard to turn into that. It's hard to turn into that. But I know this. Academia. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but if I knew then what I knew now, everybody says that. But maybe not. I'm just it's kind of a philosophical advice. Academia is where it's at. Get the best grades at the best places. That's the fucking way to go. Yeah, are you a good student, Joshua? Oh, good for you, Wilpot. Hey, and I told you guys this before. You know, you can get the New York Times for $20 a month, the Sunday edition. Worth every dime. Oh, congratulations. Good for you. What'd you get a degree in? No, it's expensive. What's your degree in? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. No, it's crazy expensive. Oh, good for you. So, how much further did you have to go? Oh, okay. I don't feel bad. Harvard's a bunch of Jew haters anyway. You know, that goddamn black female president of Harvard, she got fucked. She really did. That Gail or Gabe or whatever her fucking name was. Yeah, they really, when you start seeing black female Harvard presidents get canned for bullshit, you know that the fucking cancel culture is one. Because they set her up. You know, if you're in that position, like I'm a big Jew lover, everybody knows that that's been around. But if you're a college president during that time, you can't win. You constantly are juggling free speech against hate speech. And depending on how far the burner gets turned up, she's a perfect example of getting fucked when she didn't deserve it. She is not in any way anti-Semitic. Good night, Jeff. Oh, okay. Yeah, they really fucked her good, man. I guess she's still working there doing something. Probably some bullshit where she got her, uh, regular pay and half the bullshit. I didn't really realize how much money these private schools were getting from the federal government until this Trump cutoff thing. Soup to nuts, bushcraft. No, I mean, I got the most Mickey Mouse degree in the world. At the time when I was fucking around with it, I wasn't too much into science or math. Well, none, actually. And I didn't want to start fucking with that even at the college level, so I got a degree in criminal justice, which is like the pussiest degree of them all. I mean, you could be fucking retarded and get a degree in that. No, I know. Their endowment's insane. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's right. I just sent Bopak a vegetable soup recipe. Why not? Been hotter than a motherfucker down here. Yeah, I hate them when they get public money. Oh, that's all right, Joshua. Have you guys watched any of those videos from that Scooby and Dooby, that fucking doctor that got tired of the daily grind, and him and his dog Scooby? I don't know if he's Scooby or Dooby or who. YouTube's really promoting that motherfucker. I thought he was a fraud, but I looked him up, and that ain't no shit. He was an MIT grad, went to fucking medical school at Harvard. Did anybody watch this bullshit? You guys watch any of that guy's stuff? Yeah, it's Gooby and Dooby or some shit. Yeah. I think the guy's got some psychiatric fucking issues. Some shit like that. Scooby and Gooby. He's a fucking orthopedic surgeon or a neurosurgeon. Yeah, neurosurgeon. Went to these kick-ass places. He looks like he's about 12. And he's out there, man. But you could tell right off the bat, they're promoting the fuck out of these, like, free spirit fucking videos he's doing. And I checked the motherfucker out. I had to put money on it. He was bullshit. Oh, sorry about that, bushcraft. But I bet he was kicked out of the medical field. He seems like a little off. Yeah, it is, James. There's something not right with that motherfucker. I bet he was fired. Once you get canned in a field like that, there's only like 3,000 neurosurgeons in the United States at any time. And that's a small network. Every couple times a year you're meeting for a golf outing or a symposium, so everybody knows everybody. And once you, like, do some weird shit, you start quoting Shakespeare in the middle of a brain surgery and you get booted out of that, you're fucked. And I think that's what happened to him, because if you listen to what he's talking about, yeah, that motherfucker ain't playing with a full deck. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Good luck to him. I'm not knocking him, but I call bullshit here. Same with the soft white underbelly motherfucker. There's something off with that motherfucker too. I'll tell you where there's some goddamn bullshit too. Is this goddamn Air India crash? I'm not an airline pilot. I'm not an expert. I know a little bit about it. But there's some bullshit going on with this. Yeah, he is. But when he talks about it, James, he's talking about it like he was just so disappointed that he couldn't help everybody. Yeah, no shit. That's the fucking way it is. By the time you get a referral to a neurosurgeon, there's something fucking off with that guy. Yeah, but this is fucking, more than that, man. It's more than that. You do what you can. You do anything and don't commit malpractice, and you hope for the fucking best. That's the nature of medicine. Let me tell you, medicine's a fucking bitch. It's not like being an architect. You go in, I want a 100 by 50 garage. No problem. Medicine's not like that. Bodies are different. It's fucking hard. It's total stress. You could be the most diligent, continuing education guy in the world and lose your fucking ass to a bullshit malpractice suit when all you were trying to do was help. Yeah, but bushcraft. Yeah, I am too. Bushcraft. Here's the strangest fucking thing about it. Anybody that gives a fuck about this, go on YouTube and look where the fuel shutoff valves are on the Dreamliner. Go look. It's fucking right above the throttles. It's got an indent and a guard. You've got to pull it out, put it down. So even depending on who's flying, right? That hasn't really been established. Just because you're in the left seat doesn't mean you're the PIC. I don't know who was doing what. But the way it works is the PIC takes off. He's watching the instruments. The other guy's pulling up the gear, looking around, checking shit, calling V1. So when they rotated, this is what I think. I think it's one of the two pilots. I don't know which one. Was a fucking kook, just like that Air Malaysia. I think it was Flight 370. This fucking freak wanted to kill a bunch of people and kill himself, and he shut those fucking fuels off. But here's the thing that fuel valves off. Here's the thing that is the strangest of it all. But if you get a really super bright serial killing motherfucker, they are bright. They're smarter than the cops. So the goddamn thing takes off. They rotate. All of a sudden the fucking engines go to flight idle. You're in a climb. It's like the worst fucking thing in the world. The guy flying, the guy not fucking with the switches, he says, "Why'd you turn those fuel valves off?" Here's where it gets weird. The guy said, "I didn't." Well, when you rotate and you're off the ground and the motherfucker quits flying, you're not going to know enough to ask, "Why'd you turn those fuel valves off?" Now, if the guy would have said, "What the fuck?" that would have made sense. But he didn't. out the corner of his eye, because that wasn't his responsibility during takeoff, he was the PIC, he thought he saw the motherfucker reach over there, and then when the goddamn engines quit, he knew that's what he saw, so he asked him, "Why'd you turn those off?" And the guy said, "I didn't." I just think you got a smart, crazy fucking co-pilot, first officer, that not only did he turn those fucking things off to create a crash, he lied about it after he asked him. That's the only thing left. You cannot turn those fuel switches off accidentally. And here's another thing. If you don't believe that, how about this? You know, there are people in aviation now that know a hell of a lot more about this than we do. They just haven't released the final report. If they think that these fuel valve shutoffs are just clicking off automatically, which is physically impossible, why haven't they grounded the other Dreamliners? I'll tell you why. Because they already know they had a crazy pilot up there that crashed this motherfucker, and there's nothing you can do about that. It had nothing to do with the fuel valve shutoffs. But here's one more caveat to the whole thing that makes you wonder what's what. The one remaining survivor, one fucking guy lived through that thing. He said as soon as the plane rotated, he heard a loud bang. Well, you're not going to hear a loud bang unless it's compressor stall, and that shouldn't be that loud, by turning the fuel off. So what was the fucking loud bang? So it's just like super interesting. You know, I don't, but my guess, I'd put my money on right now, a crazy, that German pilot did that. Captain went to go to the bathroom, motherfucking co-pilot, as it turns out, he was going to lose his medical because of his eyesight. He locked the fucking door, wouldn't let the guy in, dove the plane to the ground. We've had crazy pilots before. If that's not enough, how about Air Malaysia 870? That was all some crazy fucking pilot. Here's my take on this. They got this crazy motherfucker. He's planning to do this for 10 years before he does it. He's going to church. He's helping baby birds get back into the nest. He's a good family man. You know, all these fucking wackos set this shit up when you got a long-term plan. He gets in there and he thought, tonight's the night. I'm going to kill all these motherfuckers and myself. They take off, get into the air. They're climbing out. He pulls out a 22 or a 38 and he fucking puts one right between the first officer's eyes. No flight engineer, just two pilots. And then he just heads out, tells everybody to have a good night, turns off the transponder, flies out over the fucking Indian Ocean until he runs out of gas. They never find anything, nothing. You can't protect yourself from that. That just kills an investigation. I mean, here at least with the Air India, you got fucking metal spread all over about a quarter of a mile. And they didn't get out of your sight. But that Malaysia is even more suspicious. Yeah. I would have felt a lot better. I mean, this is just wishing had that crash happened in the United States. See, in India and Canada is the same way. They don't place blame. The United States, believe me, they do. They go out of their way to blame it on the pilot. Fuck yeah, they'll blame the pilot for bullshit he didn't even do. It's not like that in other countries. They do an investigation. They tell you what they found. That's it. Not here. They will fucking tag that goddamn pilot in a heartbeat. And if you ever read the FARs, Federal Air Regulations, it's very clear that the FAA doesn't give a flying fuck about the pilot. Who do they care about? Paying passengers. That's it. You look at the rules for taking off and landing. If you're just a pilot flying freight, they don't give a fuck. You can take off in the middle of a fucking hurricane. It's just you and a bunch of fucking nuts and bolts in the back. If you've got passengers, no fucking way. The rules are clear. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but there's some bullshit going on. Plus, it's India. That's a fucked up country anyway. Caste system. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Man, I'm fucking hungry tonight. Hang on one sec. Yeah, it's fucking terrible, man. But I say it's a crazy pilot. Crazy pilot did that shit. You know, there's fuckers like that, man. I mean, look at the Oklahoma bombing, all that shit. Fucking lunatics. Yeah, but that Air India crash, man. Oh, now what's hubby doing out this late, Cindy? None of my business. You don't have to answer. But what's hubby do out this late? He's retired, isn't he? Yeah, egg salad sandwiches. I used to get those up in Houghton Lake. No, St. Helen. Oh, okay. Man, I remember when Woodhaven was nothing. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'll be curious on that report, though. Really will. You know, the more I went to Bucky's, I think Bucky's sucks. I mean, they got a lot of, if you're taking a family and kids and shit, but it's not that great. Yeah, I mean, I've been into aviation for my whole life. I could be totally off, but I don't think so. Because if you lost power, I mean, of course, that's the most critical part of, especially in that 121, passenger flying airlines. And this, I mean, that's the first thing you'd think as those engines spooled down is what the fuck has happened? You wouldn't know that you wouldn't be asking a guy, why'd you shut off those fuel valves? You saw him do it. That's why you asked him. And then he turned them back on again. If he did and the other guy did. But by then it was too late. They were along for the ride. Yeah, I can pet the kitty on the head now. Not every day, though. We give that cat all the cat food he can eat, and he's still killing birds. Marty saw him the other day jump at least this cat in this scenario, when he goes to kill a bird, he jumps and he has all four paws out. He says it's like throwing a bucket of water at a bird. And he eats the whole thing, too. The whole bird. You know what's weird about that cat? Like, he comes up now, he'll come on the porch and start rolling around on his belly, rubbing your leg. It's crazy. I always thought feral cats never got that tame. And I'm not saying he's tame. That son of a bitch is a survivor, man. Living down here. He's been here since I've been here. Living out in the wild. Fuck all this crazy ass weather. 100-degree nights. No, that's right. Well, they're 10,000 years behind dogs. 10,000 years from now, a cat's going to be just as lost in the woods as a dog. I mean, we're lucky to witness this as human beings. They're 10,000 years behind dogs. That's why they can survive in the wild. Fuck yeah. And I don't know if it's I was asking Marty if it's a boy or a girl. He said you can't tell. He said he's been faked out before. It's like, how can you be faked out, not seeing a big set of nuts? He said it's not that way with cats. No, I saw it. It's coming up right now. Yeah, beautiful. Actually, I'll take you out right now and show it to you. I saw that. Right there. Turn this fucking light on. Look at my new kick-ass fan. Look at this motherfucker. 4 feet tall. You can tell I'm not gay. It is a fucking man's fan if there ever was one. This fucking phone thing. Here it is. I'll come out here and party out here now. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came on tonight. I was fucking not feeling good. Just went on spur of the moment. Hang out. Fucking party up a motherfucker. It's rocket and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I'm glad you brought that up. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, glad you brought that up. Yeah, it's rock and shit. No, actually, I've been thinking. It's funny you should say that, Joshua, because I've been thinking about I'm without a computer now, so I can't upload my videos. But I've been thinking about putting like up a 2-hour white noise video of that fan. You think that'd be a good idea? Yeah, fucker sounds badass, doesn't it? I think that too. Yeah, I think it does too. Sounds like a fucking airplane engine. I'll start that motherfucker up for you again. It's 4 feet tall. You know, these things don't cost that much either. $400. That's it. Free shipping. Where'd that goddamn light go off? Goddamn thing. It's cool, isn't it? Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, as soon as I get a computer, one that fucking works, I'll do I'll do as long as one as you want. Actually, I got fucking 22-hour videos. They're videos, but I really did them for the audio. Birds singing, all that shit. I'll upload one, man. You'll have white noise up the fucking ass. Yeah, I'll tell you what's weird though. I mean, you'd think that when you turn that big ass fan on, that it'd blow everything in sight out of the way. Believe it or not, unless it's about 6 feet away, I can read a newspaper in front of the damn thing. It was in one of Marty's warehouses. I got two of them actually. The other one's on a stand though. I got it in the garage. If you've got it close like I do right now, and like you're sitting on the couch and you turn that fucker on, you know what I found it'll do? It'll like blows the hairs on your fucking legs and shit, and it feels like it's tickling. It's weird. If you're not a lesbian, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're only $400 new. Look at them on Uline. You think they'd be more than that? The only bitch I got about it, not really because it was free, is that motherfucker's only got one speed, full balls out. No, you got to come down here, Rob. You'll never find if you like night sounds and shit, no noise. You're not gonna hear a train. Once in a while, a train. Rarely. No people. No fucking sirens, traffic, cars. No way. It's always like this. Nothing here. Just me. Oh, cool. And the weird thing down here, you'd think down here like I'd be getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, but because there's no standing water, it's not around long enough to lay any eggs. There's no bugs around here. Yeah, we do get June bugs during a part of the year and that kind of shit, but fuck, if I was out in Michigan right now, I'd be getting eaten alive. Don't forget though, if you're over 60, that's the number one way, I shouldn't say number one, it's in the top five ways to get pneumonia is a blowing fan on you. Blowing fan. Gets, when you're young, no big deal. When you're old, it can be a big problem. James says, James, these are katydids, aren't they? Katydids? You know what this reminds me of? Katydids, Frisky. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. This shows you how life is. Yeah, I'm in Georgia. Yep. You guys will know about this, how things in life happen. So I'm in high school, right? Fucking around, not doing shit. I wasn't even supposed to graduate from high school. And the way high school worked out for me is like I had like weird parents, lived in a dirty home, wasn't set up good, and I wasn't very athletic up until about the 10th grade. And I don't know what happened, but I got athletic. And the coaches started begging me to come out for sports. And when we would have gym in like they picked captains, and they started picking me like in the 11th grade, my senior year. Me, and it was usually some guy that was really a good athlete, and I was always fucking around doing shit. So I wasn't, I had to work and stuff. I didn't have, it just wasn't set up for me to play high school sports. I had to do other shit. So I never did, but I started getting popular going into my junior year in high school for no reason other than I got much better at sports kind of overnight, and things kind of changed for me. And there was a girl I graduated with. Her name was Carol Taylor, and she was like super cute. I think she was our high school president for a while. And like prior to like the 11th grade, I mean, she wouldn't have given me the time of day. And we ended up, she ends up trying to get me to, kind of bugging me to go out with her. And I wasn't really even dating at the time because, I wasn't really set up for it. So this right now reminds me of that. And I'm like a senior in high school, and I remember my sister let me borrow a car, and Joni Mitchell, that song "Help Me" was playing. And she said, hey, why don't we go out sometime? So I asked my sister, can I use your car? I'm just getting ready to graduate. And I said, yeah, okay. We go out, we go see a movie. And she says to me, why don't you, she said, you want to go out parking somewhere? It's like, yeah. And we go down to Point Mouillet, which is a big duck hunting place. Like it's on the border of Wayne and Monroe County. And it was a night just like this in June. And I get messing around with this girl. She's wanting to bang. I was like, hadn't had any really too much experience at the time. And I didn't want to do it. And that was kind of our only date. But it's funny how life can change for you, get better or get worse. And that's an example in my life where, at least on the surface, it seemed to get better. It was for a young guy, a good opportunity. And I never really talked to her again. We had just graduated, and sometimes I wonder what happened to her. And it just goes to show you that you get opportunities sometimes that you don't really take advantage of because you're just not really experienced. But at the time, as an adolescent, you think that's, wow, man, my ship really came in, and it just didn't work out, and maybe that was for the best. And here it is, over 50 years ago. I graduated 50 years ago in June. And here I am looking at the same scenario, because when we went down there, it was a real hot June night, I remember, and it looked just like this. It was out in the middle of nowhere. And here I am 50 years down the road in another state, divorced. And it's just interesting to me, how things happen. It's weird. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, but it seems like these messages might have stuck. If you guys hear me, will somebody click the thumbs up thing? Oh, you can hear it. Okay, good. Yeah, it's funny how life works out, isn't it? Destiny, I guess. Oh, good. Yeah, I think my thing just got stuck here a little bit. But the nights here, you can't beat them. They're perfect. They're just like this all the time. I get the sunrise just like this, although it's a little further southeast. And I get the moonrise. And I get the storms generally coming from the southwest. Yeah, Bigfoot. Yep. Hey, Casey. Yeah, you just never know. How's the old Mark Kropka private pirate radio doing? That was a good movie, by the way, Pirate Radio. It didn't do too well in the box office, but you find as you get older, there's a lot of weird shit. You want to see a really good movie? Watch Florida Project. Didn't do shit. It's a good movie. Watch it. Hey, Happy Chick. Yeah, I'm not even sure a person knows. You never know when you're going to get the older I get, the less I believe. I think the older I get, I think that you have much less control of your life than you thought you did when you were younger. I think it was part of being naive. To me, I just think it's combination between the genes, some of your upbringing, and the rest is just fate. Yeah, I don't know what Mark's doing. I mean, I do check in on him once in a while. He's a good guy. Mark is a great guy. Super nice person. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, I thought Defoe was good. But that girl, that was her one and only movie. She's never acted before. Kind of typecast. Never got another job since. You know, it's all politics and shit. Hollywood sucks to me. I think it'd be like super fucking boring. Just hanging out with those fucking people. I mean, you're getting 20 million for a fucking movie. I mean, that's nuts. You got some poor son of a bitch that's like 20 times smarter than you are. That's broke. They got evicted and you're getting 20 million and you're stupid. Just can't figure it out sometimes. You know, I thought this fucking couch was causing my hives, but it's not. I ruled out the couch and chewable gummies. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Look at the moon shining off my Honda. 2007 Honda Ridgeline. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, Joshua. I wouldn't be disappointed. I put almost 18,000 on that Ridgeline since I got it. You know, I got to look it up again. I forget, but you know, you don't see that many moons in your life. If you think about it, you know, because of clouds, weather, you're in bed, whatever. Now, I was thinking about this the other night, and that you know, they talk about how many years you live, but really, I mean, along the same lines, how many moons do you see in your life? It's not that many. It's not. Yeah, you think that, but you know, I had a lot of good time in Detroit. You can't, it's like a marriage, right? You got this wife that is a great cleaner. She cooks. She puts up to your bullshit. She comes from money. She produced good kids, but she sucks in bed. You're never going to get everything in one person. Thus, affairs. People are selfish, hedonistic. You chase pleasure. When you get busted at it, they accuse you of being selfish, even though you're just being you. Yeah. Pleasure seeking. You go to work in the morning and you're saying to yourself, as a straight male, you walk in the office, hi, Sally. Hi, Mary. You look over and it's like you think, saying to yourself, I'd like to fuck that. I'd like to fuck that. I'd like to fuck that. But you can never let the cat out of the bag. Oh, yeah, I know it. It's crazy when you think about how they uh, studied the moon so long ago. I mean, even figuring out, although honestly, you know, I've spent a lot of time studying the moon, and even my dumb ass could have figured out the world was round after a while. Hey, Penny. Oh, good for you. So she gave you a lot of head. Good for you, Joshua. Oh, good for you. Hear these bugs? Just kicking it. Yeah, it's peaceful. Yeah, I guess it's peaceful. No, I don't think 6 months. I'd try maybe 6 days. I don't think I could stand 6 months of anything. Yeah, Alan Allen, those are the good old days. And I mean, you know this. You guys won't know about Alan Allen. He was kind of a famous late night radio talk show host, and he'll never get the credit he deserved. It was just we were lucky to experience that, Cindy. Even J.P. McCarthy in the morning. I mean, there's nothing like that now. It's all stupid jokes and Jimmy Fallon and comedy. WWJ, WJR, they're junk now. Yeah, now it's all automatic. Uh, Remote bullshit. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, Pillow Talk was awesome. It was really, really excellent, man. And he died relatively young. He really did. It's funny how voice like affects certain people. Like that Delilah. She's been married like 6 times, and here she's made a show out of counseling people in relationships. I mean, what the fuck? But I've realized this: she doesn't need to be. It's not do what I do what I say. And I've realized this over the years in songs too. Songs don't need to make sense. They just need to have, there's a beat per minute and progressions. I don't know too much about it, but I do know that there's simple magic to a bunch of songs that have become very successful. And you look at America, if you look at like A Horse with No Name, doesn't make any sense. Ventura Highway, there is no Ventura Highway. But they were easy to hum to, and I went and saw them in concert a couple of times. So it isn't. Uh, I mean, you just extract parts of what you find interesting and attractive. And maybe what made Pillow Talk so good is, you never experienced Alan Allman as a husband telling you were a dumb cunt and why wasn't the house cleaner. You know what I mean? I read an article written by a psychiatrist one time said that the best thing that you can do to be attracted to the people that you like that are famous is to never meet them. And there's an element of truth to that. You know what I mean? And I think that's the value in Alan Allman is that you never really got to know the rest of him. All you got to listen to was his voice and him being kind, and you never got the baggage. You know? I mean, if somebody would have had a hidden camera and caught old Alan Allman jacking off during pillow talk, you would have hated the guy. You see what I mean? It's a fine line in what you decide to run with and a voice with no face, but that's the secret. That's the secret, hippie chip. You know, they said back before porn was rampant, they had these 800 uh, sex talk lines, you know, before you could watch porn and do all that shit. And I read an article one time, they said that 60% of those women were overweight and ugly. But it didn't matter because you were only listening to their voice, and they were probably, you know, had a gift at talking and sounding sexy. Attractive. You know, your mind runs wild. It's crazy. You fill in the blanks. You fill in the blanks. I had this happen to me. I've talked about this before. When I used to go to had an airplane out in Ann Arbor, there was a place you could fly down to Wauseon, Ohio. You could land in the fucking a field and you could go in and eat. I'd take the waitresses for rides. It was just great, man. Great food. All the girls were cute. They all looked like they were on a high school cheerleading team. The guy that ran it ended up blowing his heart out with cocaine. Great guy. He died. That place is shut down now. Now they covered it up. You can't even land there. But back in the day, I was in love with that place. I had a guy fly me down there when I was young, and I thought, wow, this is so crazy. I mean, you can actually get in a plane in Ann Arbor, take you 3 hours to drive there, fly this plane in like 40 minutes over all the beautiful countryside, land there, eat this great dinner and pie, and just bullshit with these waitresses, and then fly home. To me, it was like fantasy land. And that was actually a big impetus and it got me to like really want to do this flying shit. This just seems so fucking cool, you know? Yeah, there's so much of that stuff that's not around anymore. It's great. But I think the trick to a lot of things. Look at marriages. Look at relationships. You meet people. You know, you meet some guy. He's funny. He's witty. He's kind. He's got a great body. You're super attracted to him. He's got a 9-inch cock. And you just can't believe you met this guy. Everything is so fucking great. 10 years later, you're divorced. You're in court. You're fucking suing each other. And you just, and I think the opposite of that, the flip side, is what made guys like Alan Allman so famous. You only got the cream. You never got the milk. You only got the best of him, not the worst. And if you look at Hollywood in general or these rock stars, it isn't like, you know, you had the pick of the litter and the cream of the crop and it did you any good. Their lives are fucking disastrous. They've all been married 2 and 3 times. So I think a big part of Alan Allman's success was that you only got the best. He never gave you an opportunity to see the worst. And that's attractive. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it's just good. You do it in your own life. You look at relationship you've had. Fuck. I mean, you couldn't get enough of them at the beginning. Be talking on the phone for 10 hours, walking on the beach until you collapsed out of exhaustion. All the way you went full circle into divorce, custody cases, bullshit. Yeah, so true. But I think that's in a way that's as good as it gets. Like the Alan Alda thing. He just goes in, he talks a bunch of shit to you. And he's never bitching that you haven't blown him enough during the week. And all you get is the good. I mean, why wouldn't you love Alan Alda? I mean, the vice versa for a female. You get on to Lila. Forget that she's been divorced 6 times. Her fucking personal life's a disaster. She's telling you what a great person you are and how this love song, she hopes it helps you. I'm not saying it's quite to the level of being a bunch of bullshit, but the whole goal here and everything is making you feel good. And Delilah makes you feel good. You're behind on your child support, you can't keep a job. You're living in your fucking car and you call Delilah and say, "Hey, Tom, up in Ypsilanti, Michigan, how you doing?" It's like, "Well, not too good. Living in my car, I'm out of a job, and I miss the love of my life." "Oh, was there something I could play for you?" "Oh, yeah, could you?" "Yeah, sure." And she spins up some record that's like a fucking million miles away from reality. Why wouldn't you like Delilah? Wayne Dyer, all these people, they tap into what you kind of want, not what you get. Yeah. And the people out there that say they don't compromise, bullshit. The fuck you don't. Quit bullshitting yourself. Just like that OBG two-tone, whatever that motherfucker said in that Compton movie. Quit trying to be something you're not. Everybody compromises. You think you're getting fucking Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, you're fucking crazy. Not happening. You can't have all the package in one person. Just not happening. I think to be successful, long-term relationships, you grow closer, all that bullshit they romanticize about, you got to be open to bullshitting yourself blind. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if you're one of these people that's goal-oriented and, you want to, like, be around, after 40 years, well, yeah, that's the way you got to think. Where me, I'm not really like that. I say, when it quits being fun, get the fuck out of it. And I don't think relationships should be an endurance test. When your girlfriend or your wife quits blowing you at the rest stops and driving down the road and not bitching about your porn collection. When that goes south, time to go. Move on. Get a new one. Life's too short to, like, put up with a bunch of baggage. But so many people, like, paint themselves into a corner with kids and bills. A lot of people, if you're in your 40s and 50s, it's very easy to get into a situation where you can't afford to divorce each other. You're both going to be living in fucking single wides. Not double wides, single wides. So you just kind of stick it out. You don't have sex. You're more or less friends. Lucid dreaming, Mitch. Now it's not whether it's right or wrong. It happens. You finally come into friends. I mean, the likelihood, without a lot of practice, of just being as happy you were as when you were met when you were 20 and you were fucking 2 or 3 times a day, carrying that through a 50-year period almost seems impossible. So there's going to have to be a point where you're just going to have to bite that leather strap and put up with this shit, even though you're not really into it. Now, if you're a person that wants to brag about a 50-year golden wedding anniversary, well, good for you. Well, I'm not really like that. I don't give a fuck about it. I probably bailed too early in the past. And maybe I'm just terrible at all of it. I'll admit that too. But I say when it's not fun anymore and there's no, like, spark, or you're trying to get away from their ass, it's time to break up. Big fucking deal. We're not black vultures that some of these bullshit stories about mating forever. We're human beings. You know better. Life's too short to not have fun. And look at all these fuckers that had all the money and success in the world. They've been married like 7 fucking times. They figured it out. Yeah, it's like, fuck. Look at Jeff Bezos. I mean, good for Jeff. It's none of my business, but you'd think if with all that kind of money, he'd have something better than that. But I know why. Like I've said before, geisha girls. Read a book about geisha girls. 95% of those women never end up fucking those guys. Believe it or not, there's a higher plane than sex. I know that's hard to believe. I hope I never find it. But there is. I've met 2 women like that in my life, and they both married professional athletes. There's women out there. Geisha girls are like this. They don't even need to be beautiful. Big tits, none of that shit. Deep throat, none of it. All they need to do is they be able to make you feel like the fucking man. No matter what. And this fucking, I guarantee you, even though she looks like, plastic surgery gone south, this girl Jeff Bezos is with makes this motherfucker feel 10 feet tall all day long. I've had it happen to me. I didn't have relationships with these women, but I had buddies that did. And they were, it's just a gift. It's like, they were like that to me, even though they weren't interested in me. These fucking goddamn women have a way of making you feel like you're the fucking man. They do. Seriously. It's weird. I can't really articulate it properly. It's like they're sincere, they're credible. Like, I'll give you an example. I've mentioned this before. So I go out. One of these girls, she fucked Michael Jordan a couple times. I know that. She ended up marrying a professional baseball player. And her girlfriend, who I would go out to dinner with sometimes, she was fucking my buddy. It was a model. We go out to dinner one time, and she really likes me, but, she's not interested in me. I wasn't interested in her. Big fake text. I think she was like half Japanese, half American. But when you were with her, man, it was just, she couldn't help it. We go out to eat, and we're fucking around. She's like, I don't even want to fuck this goddamn broad. And I'm like having the time of my life. I'm just feeling like the fucking man. Seriously, man. I can't explain it. It's like releasing endorphins and dopamine and all that fucking shit. And I just couldn't get enough of this fucking broad, and I didn't want to fuck her. I've never had that happen in my life. I wouldn't even let her blown me. But she's just making me feel like the fucking man. So we're out there eating fucking dinner at this place. And these fucking Chippendale motherfuckers come in. And they're about half fucking gay, but they're good looking motherfuckers. I mean, 6-pack abs, perfect fucking hair. It's a Chippendales. This isn't just some big dick motherfucker, dancing in a small town Texas dump. This is some good looking motherfucker. It looks like he ought to be on the front of GQ. And there's like 12 of these motherfuckers. And they kind of sit like across from us. It's like, fuck, man. I mean, I'm not even fucking queer. I'm thinking, man, I wish I looked like that. God damn, man. These motherfuckers look, I mean, it's like 12 fuckers sitting at a table, and they all look like they ought to be like models, which they were. That Chippendale shit was like more money. So we're sitting there, and, this girl was attractive, not my type, big fake tits. And these Chippendale motherfuckers, the non-gay ones, were like looking at her and shit. And she's like blowing their fucking ass off. I'm like fucking losing my hair, not that good looking. And she's like blowing these motherfuckers off and like, talking to me. And I wasn't even like insecure about this bullshit because I wasn't really into her. But it didn't really fucking matter because it was like a higher plane than sex. And we're just talking there, and she fucking grabs my goddamn hand. And I know she wasn't interested in me at all. And she bends over and she says, you know what? None of these guys over there are ever going to be as funny as you or as smart as you. And I'm having a great time. This is the shit. Yeah, she said that. And we're just friends fucking around. And I believed it. I don't even know if it was true. But I'm just giving you examples of, like, there are women out there, and I've met 2, and they were girlfriends. And they both married guys that had the pick of the litter, and they could have got younger and better looking and all that shit. And they married these women because they got a way of, like, making you feel like the man. I'm not shitting you, man. It's crazy. It was a good experience, though. Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Nah, I wasn't really into her at all. And she wasn't into me, but it was, I'm telling you, there's a higher level. And if you get into, I had that same motherfucker that was banging these girls that modeled that I knew. He ended up marrying a fucking stripper from Las Vegas. Well, in Las Vegas, they got a 6-foot rule. And you can't touch him, no lap dances, none of that shit. You'd think of Las Vegas, man. Like it's all fucking bets are off. You can do whatever you want. Nah, fuck, not at all. It's weird. I mean, you can find hookers, 1,000 of them a night, right? Go out to the chicken ranch, which isn't in Las Vegas. I mean, there's a million ways to bang fucking chicks in Las Vegas. But if you get caught, it's illegal and you can get in a bunch of trouble. But it's out there, right? So he marries this fucking like plain Jane fucking ex-stripper, half Asian. Another half Asian. He liked these kind of goddamn girls. Big fake tits. And I met her a couple times. I don't fuck with him anymore because he pissed me off. And uh, she was the same way. It's a fucking charming fucking broad, man. And this is no fucking bullshit, man. She sold real estate on the side because the real money was stripping. But she had one of these goddamn gift to gab fucking, magic goddamn psychological fucking nets that make you feel like the fucking man. And this is no fucking shit. You could go up in some of these places and go on the couch. Well, none of these broads were selling pussy outside of these goddamn bars because why would you do that when you can make 10 times more money not fucking with that shit? And that's exactly what they did. You're making fucking, and the minute you coughed up that snatch, the money was over. But there were times, I know this for sure, where professional athletes would come into Las Vegas and they would ask for her. And she was not the best looking girl there. And they'd want to go up on this fucking couch and bullshit for 2 or 3 hours about what the fuck ever. And there were nights she would come home. I stayed with them before. She would come home with $10,000 cash, and she never did any sex with these fucking people. I shit you not. May, that transgender that used to come on here, she said the biggest money makers in prostitution did the least amount of sex. And I believe this. That sounds fucking nuts. Yeah, but there are personalities out there. There's a level higher than sex. Shit you not. And you could say, it's fucking bullshit, man. What are you talking about? Well, I wish I could introduce you to one of these fucking people. Because once they cast that fucking spell on your ass, you're going to be like, can't get enough of them. I've had it happen. Only by those two women, too. That's it. 3 really, count my buddy's wife. They fucking make your ass feel so goddamn great. Yeah, it's not really manipulative. I mean, you could say that, like the people that don't like them, that's what they're going to call manipulative. But if you're coughing this shit up and you're not drunk and you're of sound mind, it's not, you can't really call it manipulative. That's like saying going to a good restaurant or a good movie or paying for a good book is manipulative. No, you saw that shit, you wanted it, and you paid for it. So it's just a fucking gift, man. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, it's crazy. But if you ever get a chance, read a book on geisha girls. They got that shit down, man. They got like a French finishing school, Japanese version. These women are like trained to like stroke men's egos. It's not like just bullshit. Like bullshitting's like number 25 and they're at number like level number 1. Yeah, it's crazy. It's also very interesting. I think it is. What makes humans do what they do? I think so. Look at that kick-ass moon out there, just partying. Yeah, Alan Allman. Yeah, that fucker died. You notice with that Alan Allman too, up and around Detroit, they couldn't find anybody to replace him. He just talked the perfect amount of shit. And even if you were, suspicious of it, you didn't give a fuck. You felt too good to like delve into that. Yeah, they do. That's because they're paying for all these fucking liberal people that don't work. Yeah, I'll tell you something. I know with those prostitutes in Detroit, there were relationships. Some of them had non-sexual. They'd pay them the going rate, which wasn't much, and just hold their hand and shit, bring them like Christmas gifts. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That Kelly was like that. That one that she died of myocarditis. Girl from Monroe, sweetheart. Her heroin fucked her life up, man. And she had got older guys like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, a young, beautiful woman. Yeah, it was a great movie. Pretty Woman. That was the best movie Julia Roberts ever did, I think. All downhill after that. I think they both. You couldn't have had better acting. I couldn't do some shit like that though. It'd drive me fucking nuts thinking all the guys they were with. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, if you watch Pretty Woman, you wanted to see a happy ending. Yeah, it's crazy the sound a damn Katie did can make. Being that little. Yeah, I believe it, Casey. Yeah. Yeah, I never watched that movie, Aaron Barkovich. I'll tell you, that's a real talent to be able to think up a screenplay like that and actually put it together with that dialogue. Yeah, Marguerite was cool, but also a super shitty fucking person. I mean, a real dirtbag. I mean, she got her kids taken away from her for fucking and shit in front of them. I know one of Marguerite's kids, if she ever runs into Marguerite, she'll bash her head in with a baseball bat because of an abusive upbringing. So it's like anything. It depends on who you ask. Good night, Casey. Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, but it's like anything in life, right? It's like Penny met her under different situations than being her child. Good night, Frisky. Party on. Rock on. Listen to that Joni Mitchell song, Help Me. She said she wrote that to pay the bills, which is probably true. It's a good song, though. You know, she said for years that smoking didn't affect her voice. Yeah, bullshit. She's almost dead. Yeah, you did. How's that? You recovered from it, didn't you? Yeah, what are the issues? Huh. I don't know why you'd have pain. Unless there was some, that would have been healed by now, like a scratch in your cornea. Yep, sure am. Hey, Bruce. No, it's not. It's pretty good tonight. But the 2 nights before this were a motherfucker. Like record hot, like 106 heat index. No, right now I think it's 81. Yeah, but they had to be able to figure this out. Did it affect your vision, Penny? Oh, good. Yeah, that's weird. You know, the cornea has more nerve endings in it than any part of the body. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yep. Which is why when you get something in your eye, you want to get it out ASAP, and it waters. Yep. Yeah, and I've never heard of referred pain in an eye injury. That's weird. No. Yeah, fucking crazy. Right about here, the planes are about 25,000 feet and climbing as they're going to Europe or South America. She's good. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, she killed herself. She committed suicide, hippie chick. Yeah, she had LASIX. Yeah, yep. I think there's more to the story there, though. No, I know. Yeah, they do a crazy shit like that. Yeah, but I think a husband, a couple kids. Yeah, well, it's too bad either way. Yes, I do. Yeah, I lived up there a lot of my life. Still go back there. Yeah, it's too bad. But, I mean, I know that's what they blame it on, and fuck, who knows? I mean, that begs the question, is there a rational reason to commit suicide? I say there is. I don't think you have to be crazy to commit suicide. I think it can be rational, an informed decision. I don't look down on her because of it. I think what keeps me from going crazy over all this stuff is she was going to die anyway. Right. I don't think so either. I don't think it is a crime. I don't think anybody's charged with trying to commit suicide. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I've never heard anybody being charged for trying to commit suicide. We're talking about, is suicide rational? In other words, can you be of sound mind and kill yourself? I say yes. No, yeah, I believe that. I believe it. Yeah, there's all sorts of reasons. I mean, it's soup to nuts. No, no, not assist. Yeah, assisting. Yeah, definitely assisting. Fuck yeah, yeah, assisting for sure, but not doing it to yourself. Yeah, it's assisted for sure. Yeah, but not anymore in places like Oregon and Connecticut, Vermont. In Europe, you can go over there right now for about $25,000 and just tell them you fucking had enough. They'll fucking put you to sleep the next day. I'm fine with it. I looked into it myself once. Yeah, it's true. The poor are a important criteria for the rich. Without the poor, yeah, you wouldn't have the same standard of reference with the rich. Right, that's good, Benny. Cicadas, Bruce. Yeah, it's true. You know, you look at the moon like from here and it looks like great. You'd like to be up there, but really you wouldn't. Oh, thanks, Don. Yeah, I'm not going to send her 300. I'm going to send her 100. Hey, what time is it? You know, this thing used to show the time, but it doesn't anymore. What time is it? Yeah, thank you. Oh, 1:30, thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed. Bye, you guys. That's a good chat. I wasn't even planning on getting on. Appreciate you guys coming on. Kicking it. Penny, you have a good day tomorrow. Joshua, hippie chick. Rob. Rob Zombie. This heat's lightened up a little bit now. It's going to be better tomorrow. Good night, Bruce. Good night, hippie chick. Yeah, thanks, Joshua. Have a good day tomorrow. Oh, sorry about that, Patty. We'll put on that happy face. See you, pretty news. Good night. Rock on.